The debate this week, obviously, PWI Women's Top 150 came out. We have the top 10 here listed for you guys.
A lot of stardom on this list.
Yeah, if you go back 2 years, like Jay sent over in a group text, it was dominated by WWE, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? But now when you look at it, there's a lot of representation across the board from other promotions.
I like it.
Bothers me a little. Thunder.
Now go back to the criteria. Let's be very clear on the criteria before we get into it.
This is October through November, or October through September. So even for Taya Valkyrie, technically last year from October to November she was part of NXT, but I didn't put NXT on.
So we have it's in-ring achievement. Yep, October 1st to September 15th. So October 1st, 2021 to September 15th, 2022. It's based on in-ring achievement, influence on the sport or promotion, technical ability, quality / breadth of competition, and activity, with some asterisks next to it. First off, you can't put asterisks next to your criteria. It's either criteria or it's not criteria. So if you're going to have activity as a criteria, there's no asterisks next to it.
Not a lot in there, Dave. Not a lot.
No, that's why I was surprised she was up there.
I mean, there's 3 people on this list that I don't follow, so I can't sit there and say, if they're justified where they're at or not.
The biggest one, or the most talked about one for obvious reasons online this week after this came out, was Jade at number 5.
I'm fine where she's at. I just put Thunder Rosa behind her.
Yes, I agree. I think Jade did more for the women's division than Thunder did.
Jade's had a good run. I mean, is her in-ring talent justified for her spot? No. But for actually making that title and things interesting, I don't know if she'd be in my top 10, but I can see an argument at least for her.
I think she should be the top AEW woman on the list.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going as.
And the fact that Mandy Rose is in top 10 is ridiculous.
Mandy Rose is at 21.
With her run in NXT, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that could maybe go. Well, see, you can't even knock the quality of competition, because it's not like she hasn't wrestled a bunch of nobodies in NXT.
No. In the past few months, it's picked up a lot more with the quality of her opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think Tasha Steele should be higher than 11 based off of what she's done in Impact. And that Impact Knockouts division is stacked. So it's not like the quality of competition is hurting her.
Was Tasha Knockouts champ in that period?
So she won the belt she would have won the belt at what? Slammiversary in July, I think. She would have had it the last couple months of the criteria period.
Okay. So she had a good year in Impact.
Yeah, I mean, she's at 11, but
Yeah. That might be interesting to go back and see where she's at next year.
Britt is at 13.
Britt shouldn't be in the top 10 because she just hadn't done a whole lot.
Well, she dropped the belt to Thunder, but I mean, if you look at her run, she was champ majority of the period.
Yeah, I always think calendar year, not there.
Like Thunder's run up to beating Britt, yes. Is it worthy of top 10? Yes. But after she won the belt, to me, that has negative connotations to it and should knock her down.
Oh yeah, Thunder for sure shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, she's qualified in the ring. There's nothing wrong with her in ring ability, but the whole title run was just awful.
You need to get in the ring to show those in ring abilities.
Yeah. Masha was in the top 25, wasn't she?
Masha was at 14,
Okay.
which is solid for her.
Yeah.
I got no complaints about that. Camille
I think she has room to grow. So I think Masha could be in the top 10 at some point. But
Camille at 23 is a little low for me, just based off the fact that she's had the belt for so long in NWA. But I get it. The impact on the industry may not be as great as some of these other ones because NWA is not watched as much.
but the argument against that for me would be: is Stardom really watched more than NWA?
Well, yeah, and that's that. Yeah, I mean that's very valid. I'm not going to knock that argument.
I mean, if you're in Japan, you're probably watching Stardom consistently. But how many people in the U.S., are really watching that consistent?
I think there's one slight on this entire list, and this is not a slight on top 10, but I'm just talking about women overall that I saw. That whenever I saw it, looking at the entire list, I couldn't believe. Why is Serena Deeb at 77?
Wow.
You see, Casey and Caden didn't even make the list.
77.
Yeah,
Serena Deeb at 77.
She had a lot of good matches in that.
She did.
In that year. She should definitely be ranked in the top 25.
That makes absolutely no sense.
And she was fighting for the title too. On one of the pay-per-views.
I mean, this isn't a knock against Ruby, but Ruby Soho's at 60. So you mean to tell me she's 17 spots higher than Serena?
No. Serena had better matches than Ruby.
And she was 11 last year.
Serena?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge
wow.
drop.
That's a like. Whew.
That's
and
ridiculous.
she was on TV more this year and everything else.
Yeah.
Like that is the biggest slight and the biggest.
Is Aaliyah on the list? Because Ty brought her up.
Who?
She even on there?
She shouldn't be on the list.
No, she shouldn't be.
Yeah, and then Ruby, she got caught up in that whole Kingston Jericho fiasco.
Yeah. Which
Anybody in there shouldn't be. You know what
Agreed.
that is. Yeah.
that hurt her more than it helped her.
Yes.
Because
And
where's she
still-
been since then?
Yeah, they're still suffering from it now.
Yeah. And what? No, well, I'm not even going to get into that right now. Is, what's her name?
You know who's not on the list at all?
Who?
Not listed in the top 150? And I saw this name brought up. Nyla Rose is not listed at all.
I didn't even know she was on the roster until she came back and not on the roster. I'm joking, but
She didn't know she was around, yeah, because
She
they
wasn't
wasn't
around.
using her except for Dark and stuff.
Is Tessa Blanchard on the list?
No.
Okay. I was just because she hasn't done anything, so it's like I just wanted to see if they just ranked her to ranked her.
Just by name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you, next year's list, I'm interested in seeing any of the WoW women, if any of them are on there, with them getting some promotion since they started after this list ended.
Mhm.
I'll be interested to see where they rank next year.
Ray
Yeah, I
ranked
don't
number one.
Keep that one to yourself, Ty.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just, I saw people bringing that up too, Ty, but like, the fact that she's not listed at all, there's 150, those were Deeb and Nyla were the two that immediately stood out to me as to,
Yeah,
one's
Deeb
not on
is-
the list at all and one's at 77.
Yeah. From being 11 last year, he said, Jason?
11 last year.
11?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right. Well, hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let us know top 10, yay, nay, who you'd move around, who you'd put on, who you'd put off, and anybody that we may have left off this discussion of debate this week.